Previously on Todd Reacts.
And we are going to go to self-inflicted mammary loss. that would be funny, wouldn't it? Self-inflicted mammary loss? So it's like a chick cuts her tits off? Hey, there's a sequel. We got a sequel. So it's just like Ghostbusters, where all the Ghostbusters were all women. Now the sequel for this one is going to be a chick cutting her tits off.
And now for the conclusion.
Hey guys, tonight we are going to be figuring out if I am a woman, and if I'm gay, and if I'm transgender, and if I'm homophobic, and if I'm autistic. And I think that's it, to be honest. I went to this website there. They have a whole bunch of tests, so I've got content for the next month probably. If I just keep doing these tests, these online tests. So this is what I'm going to be doing. It's kind of funny, actually. I wanted to take these tests maybe a week ago or something, so I went on the website, and so then I added it to my list here. But recently, I went on to my Amazon profile, and because I wanted to find a link for these hats that I wear. Now, these are like indoor hats. They're light cotton, so they're just for indoor. I have a separate hat that I wear outside for winter, as it is now. But I wear these indoors, and I wanted the link, and so I went to my Amazon profile, as I already mentioned, and I click on the title, and it changed the title. So now these hats are marketed towards women now, and I don't know why. I forget the exact wording of the title, but it said women right in the title. When I bought it, it wasn't for women. It was probably unisex or something, but it came in a 2-pack, and I like that they're loose fitting. I think they're called like tall beanies or something. They had a specific name, and I wanted that for some specific reason as well. I didn't want my head to be sort of encased in this hat. I wanted it to be a little loose. Anyway, we're going to be doing some tests. We have 6 tests. Wow. So we better do this really quickly. So we're starting off with a sexual orientation test. Now, obviously, I'm a regular old straight guy, the boring old straight guy. So, but we will figure out if the tests confirm my suspicions. So let's go straight to it. Sexual orientation test. Question 1 to 15. I identify as man, woman, other. What? I thought there were only 2. There are men, there are women. What would other be? I don't know. I think we found a glitch in the test already. I'm obviously a man. Question 2 of 5. In the past 2 weeks, I have found a woman attractive. I would definitely say 100%, basically every single day. You betcha. In the past 2 weeks, I have wanted to touch a woman intimately and or be naked in the company of a woman. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh yeah, I think about that. I definitely wanted to do that. Yeah, for sure. I mean, on the screen right now, there's this, I forget what her name is, Laura San Giacomo or something. She's on Just Shoot Me. She's really hot. She got a huge rack. Now, I always mention the chest and whatnot, but I always have to add that I also like the itty bitties. I love those itty bitties as well. So I just have to get it out there for all the itty bitty ladies out there. Because sometimes, obviously big boobs are really popular, but I legitimately love the itty bitties. So I just want to get that out there so that none of the girls who are watching this feel left out if they have itty bitties, because I'm 100% with the itty bitties. No one cares. Okay, so in the past 2 weeks, I have wanted to touch a woman intimately. I think I already did that. Yeah, so let's go to often, indeed. In the past 2 weeks, I have fantasized about non-sexual petting and or bodily closeness with a woman. Non-sexual petting? Petting? What would that even be? Non-sexual petting? Like on their head? Or is it just like touching them? okay, this is not what I don't understand. If I was touching a girl, it would be for sexual purposes, not necessarily like we're having sex, but I would be touching them because I'm attracted to them, right? Obviously, yeah. Non-sexual petting and or bodily closeness. Well, I mean, yeah, bodily closeness for sure. I would definitely say often, because that is often when I think about that sort of stuff. Why not? In the past 2 weeks, I have fantasized about sexual intercourse with a woman. Yeah, every single second of the day. In the past not every single second. In the past 2 weeks, I am now, though, thinking about it right now. Ooh, feels really good. In the past 2 weeks, I have found a man attractive. Now, obviously, this is a sexual orientation test. And obviously, when I read this, found a man attractive, and I'm a man, and so I'm obviously supposed to click never because I'm not sexually attracted to men. However, this is the problem I have with this sort of test. I can appreciate the attractiveness of men. So like, if there's like a celebrity, a hot celebrity, like one example being in one of my previous videos, one of my recent videos, I talked about Ryan Gosling, how I was born in the same city as Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams. They were both born in London. I was born in London. And he is obviously a very attractive man. And so when me as a straight guy, I feel like other straight guys would feel this way as well. If you see a hot guy and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ, he's really hot, you think to yourself, I wish I looked like that. And I'm certain girls probably feel the same way when straight girls look at other girls, or they just think they're bitches. That's what girls do, right? They're like, fuck that chick, she's a bitch. We'll do a sexism test later at a different date. So, but that's what I'm trying to do. I don't know what to write here. I'm going to take it as meaning sexually attractive. Found a man. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take it for what it says. In the past 2 weeks, I have found a man attractive. Yeah, because one of my recent videos, I talked about Ryan Gosling. He's very attractive. So, yeah, I mean, I notice both sexes, the attractiveness of both sexes, but I'm only sexually attracted to females. So, but I'm going to just go by what it says. So I'm going to say yes. You can stamp the word gay on my head now. In the past 2 weeks, I have found him. Sure, why not? In the past 2 weeks, I have found myself wanting to have real-life sexual intercourse with Didn't we already ask that? I found myself wanting to have real-life sexual intercourse as opposed to fake life sexual intercourse with a woman. Yeah, I would like to do that, indeed. Okay. In the past 2 weeks, I have found myself wanting to have real-life sexual intercourse. Okay. This one is very easily never. That would be disgusting. In the past 2 weeks, I have fantasized about sexual That was literally the previous question, was it not? Fantasized about sexual intercourse with a man. Nerp. In the past 2 weeks, I have found myself sexually aroused by a woman. Well, yeah, obviously. Sexually aroused. Yes, I have obtained a boner in the past 2 weeks. You know, I am in my 40s, so it's really hard to do that. It's really hard to get an erection these days, but it can be done. And it was from a woman. So, go to the next one. In the past 2 weeks, I have entertained the fantasy of being in a long-term romantic relationship with a man. Like, that just sounds absolutely disgusting to me. That sentence is just so gross. I don't want to do that. Entertaining the fantasy of being in a long-term romantic relationship with a man. No, I was hoping it was going to say woman. And I would have said often, yes. I would love to be in a long-term romantic relationship with a woman. But no, it says man. Fantasized about non-sexual. Okay, it says man, so I'm going to say never. Non-sexual petting and or bodily closeness with a man. No, I don't do that at all. In the past 2 weeks, I've wanted to touch a man. No. Intimately and or be naked in the company of a man. No. But, okay, I just thought of something, actually. I used to play hockey, and after you would finish playing hockey, you have to shower, and you're just showering with your teammates in the big communal shower. Everyone's naked, and it's not a big deal. So if I wanted to play hockey, then being naked in the company of a man is just part of that activity. So, but not in the past 2 weeks. No, not in the past. I haven't wanted to play hockey in the past 2 weeks. So obviously I'm going to put never. Okay, I could talk about hockey if I really wanted to. I probably shouldn't, though. I'm sort of debating on whether I should talk about it or not. Okay, I'm just going to say it. Back in Pee Wee hockey, so I was 13 years old, we used to shower together, and someone on the team came up with this idea of where you would clamp your foreskin together, like hold the opening, and then you would just start pissing. And so none of the piss would come out, and it would like blow up your foreskin. and then you would let go, and it would like all the piss would come out, and it's like they called it a piss bomb. So that's one of the things I remember from playing hockey when I was younger. Oh my God. Traumatized by the piss bombs. And occasionally you would piss on one of your teammates on their leg. And they wouldn't notice because the showers are going. But that was just a prank. That wasn't sexual or anything. And if they looked weirded out, then you had to stop doing it. It was only supposed to be for fun. So obviously I'm hitting never. That question sort of went off the rails there. In the past 2 weeks, I have entertained the fantasy of being in a long-term romantic relationship with a woman. Yeah, I would love to do that. Definitely. Entertain the fantasy. Ooh, the fantasy. 100%. Last question. Found myself sexually aroused by a man. Nerp. Now, yeah, so what is this going to be? It was that one question where I said, found a man to be attractive. And normally I would have been down in the corner here, I bet. But now it notched me up towards bisexual. Your sexual orientation is 100% heterosexual. Over here, 14% homosexual. So I guess that's up here, which places you in the heterosexual quadrant. Yeah, but I mean, it was the problem with the wording of that one question where it asked me if I thought a man could be attractive. And I can appreciate the attractiveness of a man, but I'm not sexually attracted to them. So if that's what they wanted me to answer as, they should have explicitly said that. Okay, so I'm a little bit of a homosexual, just a little bit. 14% homo. Okay, let's go to the next one. One test down. This is the Kinsey scale test. Oh, I probably should have read didn't this have a blurb or something? The erotic response and orientation scale was developed by psychologist Michael Storms in order to account for problems with the Kinsey scale test. Oh, problems with the Kinsey scale test. That's the test we're taking next. We probably should have started with the Kinsey scale test, which many found to be overly binary in its approach to sexual orientation. The test is lauded for its contributions, which include a more complex and less linear understanding of non-binary orientations, as well as an appreciation of the fact that some people are asexual. Okay. All right, so we did that. Let's go to the Kinsey one. Apparently, this one's not as good, apparently. So, this one only has 7. Okay, so let's read the blurb on this one. Kinsey scale test. Dr. Alfred Kinsey, Dr. Wardell Pomeroy, and Dr. Clyde Martin developed the heterosexual homosexual rating scale, also known as the Kinsey scale, in order to account for research findings that showed that people did not fit into exclusive heterosexual or homosexual categories. The Kinsey team interviewed thousands of people about their sexual histories. Research showed that sexual behavior, thoughts, and feelings towards the same or opposite sex were not always consistent across time. Where do you think you fall on the Kinsey scale? Find out below. All I know is that I'm 14% homosexual. So, to whom are you attracted? Only people of the opposite sex. Yeah, that sounds right to me. You know it. Who have you had sex with? As we've known from a previous video, I'm not a virgin. So I've had sex with the opposite sex. Only people of the opposite sex for me. Yes. Okay. Who have you had sexual fantasies about? Obviously the same, only the opposite sex. From mine, yeah, I mean, normal straight guys think sexual fantasies about men are disgusting. So only people of the opposite sex for mine. Yes. With whom do you form strong emotional bonds? Strong emotional bonds? Well, definitely just the opposite sex. I mean, friendships with men, I mean, those exist, but they're not really emotional. Yeah. Only people of the opposite sex for mine. Yeah. Okay, who do you feel the most comfortable socializing with? Okay, is there a neither option? Can I write neither? Who do you feel the most comfortable socializing with? Okay, so I don't feel comfortable socializing. Okay, socializing with either sex. However, generally it's the same between sexes until we get into whether I'm sexually attracted to the person or not. And in that case, then I feel even less comfortable. So I just turn completely useless and I can't even sort of interact with them in a way. So I'm just trying to think how should I approach this? Only people, probably both men and women, probably I should say that. Most comfortable because it's both men and women, neither. Mostly people of the opposite sex, mostly people of the same sex. Only people of the opposite sex, only people of the same sex. Who do you feel? Okay, I know how to do this. Who do you feel the most comfortable socializing with? Mostly people of the same sex. That's what I should write. Yeah. Because the girls who I am sexually attracted to, they're sort of off the list because I'm less comfortable socializing with them. All right, so let's do that. The idea of having sex with someone of the opposite sex for me is the best thing in the world. Desirable. That sounds like a great idea to me. Okay. The idea of having sex with someone of the same sex as mine, yes, disgusting. Let's not do that. Please. Okay, my suspicions have been confirmed. I am exclusively heterosexual. All right, hooray for me. I'm a regular straight guy. So wait a minute. What? So this is heterosexual, and then all of this is gay, or almost gay? Do you really need this many? This many things here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So now we're doing the gender role test. So drawing on the work of Dr. Sandra Lipsitz-Bem, this test classifies your personality as masculine or feminine. Though gender stereotyping is controversial, it is not. I don't think it is. I mean, people make it seem like it is, but it really isn't. Men and women are different, and we each have our strengths and weaknesses, and that's just a fact. It is important to note that Bem's work has been tested in several countries and has repeatedly been shown to have high levels of validity and test-retest reliability. The test exclusively tests for imminent conceptions of gender, meaning that it doesn't theorize about whether gender roles are biological, cultural, or both. Consequently, the test has been used both by feminists as an instrument of cultural criticism and by gender traditionalists who seek to confirm that gender roles are natural and heritable. For each of the following items indicate how strongly blah, blah, blah. Okay, so gender role, sympathetic. Am I sympathetic? Am I sympathetic? I don't think so, to be honest. I mean, obviously, this is a feminine trait. Okay, so my sort of prediction for this, I feel like I'm very masculine in certain ways, but I'm also very feminine in other ways. I feel like I'm sort of both sides of the coin. So, yeah. So I don't know how I'm going to place here, how I'm going to score. But sympathetic, yeah, I don't think I'm very sympathetic. I talked in a previous video, actually, how I was sympathetic with the people on those videos where they would be interviewed and they couldn't think of another country besides the USA. And I said I was sympathetic with them because they live in such a huge country. Why do they need to know where other countries are? Because literally it's just Mexico and Canada that border them. Even though they couldn't even say that Mexico and Canada, I just went Mexico and Canada. Maybe I am as dumb as them, but I said I was sympathetic with them, but I don't think I am in general. So how sympathetic? I don't think I am at all. Yeah. Okay. Let's do the jealous. Yeah. This one, I'm definitely very jealous. I don't think that's a good thing. It's just, I think that's a problem actually. Yeah. That's a negative feeling, a negative character trait, I believe. Now, if I were to say all the way jealous, is that feminine or masculine? I don't know. Because I feel like it was sort of stereotypically female, feminine trait to be super jealous. But I feel like maybe even guys are more jealous than girls. I don't know. Either way, 100% agree. Helpful, I don't know if I'm helpful or not. Probably not. I can be, but I don't think so. I'm not going to go all the way to disagree, though. I think I'm not. Nah. Okay, let's just that. Strong personality. Okay, this is like Phyllis and Dwight on The Office. They clash because of their strong personalities, right? I mean, I think I do in a way, but once again, I feel like it's very situationally dependent. Strong personality. I'll probably just leave it in the middle. Yeah. Ambitious. This is another very situational thing here because when it comes to my hobbies, yeah, I'm very ambitious. But my hobbies in my personal life. But in other forms of life, I'm not very ambitious. So I think I have to put like this, though. Tender? Like chicken? Thinking of chicken tenders right now. Tender? That doesn't sound like me. No, definitely not. Willing to take a stand. I think... Yeah, I think I am willing. Yeah, I've taken stands. I'm currently continuing to take a stand. So yes, I would say I am willing to take a stand. But it really it's just sometimes you have to do it. But I feel like these days, some people they try to take a stand when there's really no need to take a stand. But when the need is there, then I will take a stand. I'll just leave it here. Happy, generally, yeah. Except not over the last few months. But I'm still happy. I've just been sort of going a little crazy. I'll put it all the way. I am happy. I'm not... no, I have to put it here because... Am I happy? No, I'm not happy right now because I can't use my hands. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Okay. Oh, I thought that said mid. Am I mid? 100% agree. I am very mid. Mild. Like mild-mannered? Mild. Okay, I guess. Shy. Yeah, I think that 100% describes me. Shy. Yeah, I mean, I'll just leave it like that. Yeah, shy. Polite. might not seem like it if you watch these videos or if you interact with me online, but I'm very polite in person. I was taught to be polite, and so I'm very polite in person. I guess this is another situational thing. So, but I'm going to put it all the way. I'm going to put it all the way because I am polite. No, I can't put it polite because, I can't put it all the way. I have to put it here. Because some of my videos have not been very polite. I'm rather vulgar on the videos. So, okay, let's go to the next one. Affectionate. Once again, it doesn't really sound like me. Does it? I can't decide. So if I can't decide, I'm just going to leave it in the middle. Competitive? Yeah. Definitely competitive. Very competitive. Yes. Played sports. Very competitive. Forceful. Very, this is another situational thing. Generally, I can't decide. I'll just leave it there. Introverted, that is 100%. Soothing doesn't sound like me at all. So I'll probably have to go, all the way down. Loves children. Okay. So now I have two sisters. They each have kids. And so like before they had kids, I would have said, no, I don't love children at all. I think they're annoying. They're stupid. I'm not interested. But then they had kids, and then I became an uncle. But even when the kids are really young, you can't interact with them. You can't talk to them because they're too dumb to to talk to you. They haven't learned stuff yet, right? I mean, I'm dumb, but at least I can talk somewhat. But when they reach a certain age, and then you can start actually having a conversation with them. And so my one sister, both of her kids are beyond that age. And I think my other sister, he is my nephew. He's almost there. He's almost there. And then I'll be able to actually speak with him. So what I'm trying to say is, before my sisters had kids, I would have said no. But I think I'm going to leave it in the middle now because I'm not anti-children anymore. Okay. Avoids cursing. This is another situational thing because I literally do not curse at all in the real life, like around other people. But I curse all the time in the videos when I'm alone. So it's very situationally dependent. I mean, I do avoid cursing if someone's there. So if I just take the question as meaning like that, then I 100% do. So, I mean, you can complain in the comments if you don't think I picked the right thing here, but no, because I do curse a lot. So I'll just put it here. Dominant, probably not, especially when it comes to the opposite sex. I prefer them to be dominant. I don't think I've ever really been the dominant in my relationships, because when I'm attracted to someone, I never know what to do, and so I'd rather them just be the dominant one. So dominant. I'll put it here. I'll put it there. Devoted. I'm very devoted. I'm very old-fashioned, devoted. Analytical. I'd say I'm very analytical as well. This is what I'm talking about, how I sort of, on both sides of the coin. Analytical, yeah. Not afraid of risk. So why do you say not? I mean, just say afraid of risk, and then I can choose whether I disagree or agree. If I disagree with not afraid of risk, then we have a double negative, right? Not afraid of risk. I am afraid of risk. So I would disagree with that, right? We're getting into the complex nature of language. Disagree. Yes, I disagree with that. But am I really afraid of risk? Honestly, I think I am. Yeah. Yep. Assertive, once again, situationally dependent. I will be if I have to be. But if there's no need to be, then I won't be. I'll leave it in the middle. Compassionate. Once again, I don't think this sounds like me. I'm not very compassionate, no. Okay, we'll just go all the way to the end. I think I lack that gene or something like that. Energetic, I don't think so. I'm not very energetic at all. But I am active. I mean, I walk every day for an hour. I'll leave it in the middle, I guess. Moody? No, I don't think so. No, I'm very sort of, my mood sort of is very straight. I don't have mood swings, really. Okay, so let's go there then. No. I'm going to go all the way to the left, yeah. Secretive. Am I secretive? I don't think so. I mean, I share a lot on these videos. I told you about 13-year-old piss bombs. So I don't think I'm that secretive. Yeah, no, I'm not secretive. Self-reliant, once again, very situationally dependent. Yeah, so I mean, in terms of my hobbies and like my personal life, yeah, definitely self-reliant, 100%. And then maybe in other aspects of my life, I'm not. Okay, I'll leave it in the middle. Sentimental. Am I sentimental? I mean, I'll leave it in the middle. Likable. Okay, probably not, to be honest. I don't think I'm necessarily that likable. Maybe when I was younger, I was a little more likable. Some people have liked me, but I think I rub people the wrong way. And am I likable? I don't know. I'm just going to put it right there. Defend zone opinions. I do, but it's, there's a time and place. So, but I will. So I'll say yes. I defend my own opinions. Yes, I will. But I don't want to be obnoxious about it. So I'm going to put it here. Sincere. I believe I am sincere. Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely sincere. Yes. Individualistic, 100%. Loyal, 100%. Yes. What? Yielding? What the hell does that mean? Yielding of a substance or object giving way under pressure, not hard or rigid. She dropped onto the yielding cushions. Okay. Giving a product or generating a financial return of a specified amount, higher yielding wheat. Okay. I'm assuming it's this one. Giving way under pressure. Giving way under pressure. I'll just leave it in the middle. Imaginative, I believe, yeah. I'm very imaginative in my creative endeavors like music and making doom levels, and even in other things like designing TV antennas. I'm creative in that aspect as well. So all of my hobbies, all of my interests, I feel like I'm very imaginative, and I'm able to use my imagination. There was more than I wanted to say, but I lost it. Okay, we finished another quiz. Hooray. So how am I? Wow, 50% masculine? Is that good? Not really. I'm an average guy. Okay. So I'm an average guy and I'm very low feminine. I'm actually surprised how low the feminine is. I thought there was going to be, questions about like making, like cooking, and like, do you love animals and stuff like that? But there weren't any of those. So it's the reason I thought that because I remember taking one of these types of tests several years ago, and those questions were on it. But yeah, I'm surprised I'm so low feminine, because I always thought that I was both sides of the coin, but apparently not. Apparently I'm more masculine than I am feminine. All right, well, now we know.